Someone there?
A hero at heart. And I'm off.
Stay free.
A word, if I may.
The handsome dragonborn.
Sorry, go on. You have...
Tribbles is supposed to be nice. Why did he do that? I don't like this. I don't like him.
Alright.
I heard what you did about Dribbles. He was a good egg. Thank you for making sure no one else got hurt.
Any of the refugees give you hassle, come to us. We know how to handle them.
There'll be plenty of...
What's the plan?
If you're a customer, go down to the shop. Otherwise, clear off. Well, given this is in fact a blacksmith's, we sell things that need smithing. The shopkeeper can tell you more. Give the lazy sod something to do for once.
Alrighty.
Really?
5 feet. Let that be the end of it.
Your watch will put a stop to them.
Make things worse.
Citizens only. I won't say it again.
There's nowhere else to go. Please.
The what body?
Orders are orders. We've got ours, you've got yours.
North Worms Crossing, South
There must be
Rivington.
something.
Oh, yeah. The clown.
Step back! Halt! By orders of Lord Gortash, refugees are no longer allowed in the city. Turn around. Ravengard? Ugh, more like the ghastliest tiefling south of Neverwinter.
Lady. Your face.
Well, do you have the means to support yourself? I'm afraid Article 30.1.7 stipulates that religious or spiritual assertions cannot count towards one's proof of self-sufficiency. I will repeat.
Lady, you
For
don't
the
have
last
eyes.
time, may I add? Do you have means to support yourself? Right. Article 30.1.5 of the Council's Decree on Extraordinary Wartime Measures. I am confiscating that. The city thanks you for your contribution. Your name? Oh, take it up with the Duke if you don't like it. Now, your name?
I told you. I'm Will Ravengard.
I'm doing the questioning here. Last time. Name?
Well met, citizen Fluffington.
Your parasite stirs. From the construct, you feel connection, resonance.
I am a Steel Watcher, citizen. Here to serve the people of Baldur's Gate in the name of Lord Enver Gortash.
State your business.
I'm a herbalist by trade, Sir Fist. My assistants and I were out collecting blooms for that rub rot going around. Oof, nasty business. Contagious.
Uh-huh. Eyes open, body still.
Behind the Watcher's gaze, a presence awakens. You are seen. You are known.
Whoa. My engine, it's almost, I don't know, buzzing. Like it's paying attention.
Your party's prior transgressions are reflected in its stare, as witnessed by the cult's ever-alert, scrying eyes. It has heard the howls of slaughtered goblins. It has seen the deep shadows of Grimforge, and the stone floors left bloodied. It knows the cold walls of Moonrise Towers, and the cultists who fell there. The Watcher speaks directly into your mind with a voice like poisoned honey.
You are marked for special treatment. Not simply an enemy of the people, but an enemy of the Absolute. Come quietly, or die. Please comply now, citizen.
Damn, people did not
I
agree
will
with fighting.
interpret any further hesitation as resistance.
Eat this, you pile of junk!
Villains, take heed.
God damn it all!
Recovery is
Find
imminent.
those little bastards, or I'll have your heads!
What have we here?
And whomever left them went straight into that.
The boss is expecting you. Hasn't forgotten what you did for him at Moonrise. 2 days just to get hold of a still watcher optic module. And for what? Waste of time we don't have.
Work the treat. Watcher lost track of us right away. We'd have been stomped to paste without the grenade.
Ah, there you are. Good. We need to strategize. Wulbrin is planning something. Lots of moving parts. I'm still trying to suss the details myself. I am. I knew him rash, but this is unspeakable. Speak to him. Help him see sense. Someone has to.
Good to see you. Wasn't sure you'd make it to the city. Regretting it yet? I spent a lot of time
I keep forgetting
thinking of
Astarion has
worst-case
the fucking
scenarios
cloud
while I
makeup.
was locked in that cell you plucked me out of at Moonrise. I didn't imagine anything as bad as this. The Gondians have handed Enver Gortash the means to bring about the end of liberty in Baldur's Gate. And the citizens have rolled out the red carpet for the new tyrant. Resistance fighters are few and far between. My iron hands, what's left of the Harpers, and you. I hope. As long as our objective is the same, the reason doesn't matter to me. We have a common enemy. But neither of us gets what we want until we deal with our biggest obstacle. The Steel Watch. They're a threat to you, me, and every man, woman, and child in this city. They act all civilized, servants of the people, but they only serve one man. When he becomes Grand Duke, it will only get worse. Laws will change, freedoms will vanish, and soon you'll be accused and sentenced before you've even committed a crime. And the fucking Gondians are to blame for all of it. They invented the Steel Watchers, and they're building an army of them. They've always been happy to provide their technology to despots in exchange for a stipend and the freedom to work in peace. They would have licked Saravok's boots, given the chance. And now they'll kiss Gortash's ring while the city screams. I had a plan to put a stop to them. But the way things are now, if we stick our heads above ground, the Watchers are on us like flies on shit. Neither was Moonrise. And look how that turned out. You have a knack for passing among these bastards as if you were one of them. Same as it always is. Eliminate the threat. In this case, the foundry where these atrocities are produced. The Gondians are ingenious, but we're more than equal to them. There's nothing they can build that the Iron Hands can't tear down. I've built something unique for just that purpose.
Hi, baby
A
girl.
room powder
Pacifica.
bomb. First of its kind. 50 wizards high on the weave couldn't summon this kind of firepower. Get the bomb inside the Gondian facility, and boom. Problem solved.
Wulbrin, please. This is too far. Everyone in the foundry would be killed.
Quiet, Barkus. The adults are talking. It's liberation. The Gondians picked their side the minute they took orders from Gortash. If they had any courage, they'd have refused him and died like heroes, spitting in his face. Now they'll die like the dogs they are. There is no other way. But I believe in second chances. When you come crawling back here, and you will, we can talk.
A rune powder bomb? Huh. What the devil has he become? The Wolverine I know. The one who skipped rocks with me in the Underdark. He's still in there. I know it. But his hate for the Gondians has blinded him. He believes they work for the Absolute willingly. But it's not true. I'm sure of it. Something is wrong. Very wrong. You did well refusing Wulbren's proposition, but I fear he'll find some fool who'll plant his bomb. The Gondians deserve a chance to plead their case before being blown to pieces. Please, find out what's going on. That's all I ask. Questions first, violence later. And only if absolutely necessary.
Locked shut. Look out for a lever or a switch.
Can I come on patrol with you later?
No chance.
Let the kid come. There's no point arguing with the guards. We're not getting past that checkpoint.
I know. We'll be safe in a while.
Get away with this. She goes straight to the source.
Works for the guild. Never thought my way was
You don't fit when there's no day out there.
Still needs murder. Still unsolved. City ward under scrutiny.
How about the flop house? It has plenty of spare beds.
Great! We can bond with 10 other people and pray none of them have
So many victims for Cazador here. They're the kind of people no one would ever miss.
I can't believe I got kicked out of a temple. Word to the wise. Give that ill-mated temple a wide berth. Rude buggers. Certainly not bringing my trade there again. Does that excuse being rude? Excluding folk? Come off it. They wouldn't let me in. Spouted some tripe about my sort and absolutist murderers. I only wanted to sit down a minute. Let me show you.
Watch your elders and learn.
Pleasure doing business. Circus would be more open to traders.
It is our chance to start over.
Rooms
And I'm
and
glad.
all round pleasant folks. From what
And if a patron confuses me for a member of staff,
I'd probably.
we should go. I do not want to face the Master if we're late for his Black Mass.
Soon, sister. I only need one more mark.
We have enough for the Master. No more are needed.
It's not for the Master, it's for me. I spent 100 years eating rats and dogs, but soon I'll be able to feast. I want someone there, ready for me. And once the Mass is done and our Lord grants us freedom, I can celebrate by drinking them dry.
Cazador promised you your freedom. And you believed him? Ha! You were never burdened with intelligence, Petras. But your load seems especially light these days.
Astarion! It cannot be.
Oh, that's no way to welcome back a brother, doll.
Pacifica.
Didn't you miss me?
Why would you come back? You got out. You were free.
Isn't it obvious, sister? He wants to ascend with the rest of us. He heard about the ritual and the power our master will grant us. So he came back with his tail between his legs, hoping all would be forgiven.
You always were an idiot, Petras. Where is he hiding? Tell me!
Brother! Please!
You heard them. Tell me what I need to know. Now!
The master
Dude,
is
look at
preparing
his
the
scary
Black Mass
clown makeup.
beneath his palace. There's a defiled chapel. It was hidden there the entire time, hidden from us all.
I'm going to stop Cazador.
What the hell's happened to you, Astarion? What are you?
I'm more than what I was. And I'm not afraid of anything anymore. The sun can't harm me. Cazador can't compel me. I'm the only person who can stop him. Now go, before I change my mind about roasting you, brother.
This isn't over, Astarion.
Poor fools. They actually think Cazador will save them. Yes, and they'll be trembling in fear when they tell him. They're no threat to us. And they have no choice but to do Cazador's bidding. I pity them. Worst of all, they don't know their fate's already set. They're doomed. The only question is whether their lives will be sacrificed to a monster like Cazador, or serve a greater purpose. 7 sigils on 7 spawn. And Cazador has the other 6. We have to face him and take that power for ourselves. Trust me, I'd rather slaughter someone else's family, but if that's what it takes. And it's not like their sweet innocence. They brought Cazador just as many victims as I did. You're not getting sentimental, are you? I thought you were with me on this.
I've been pretty clear. I don't think we should do the ritual.
I knew I was right about you. You're a true friend. And now we know he's skulking beneath his palace. We can take the hunt to Cazador. All right, let's go. This place stinks of rat blood and despair.
Yeah.
In a brothel.
Pleasure house? Listen, it's got private rooms, music, and all-round pleasant folks, from what I...
And if a patron confuses me for a member of staff,
Why are some people so strange about Sharess's caress? It's just sex.
That's right.
seems like do you not wish to pleasure your fine lady? Fill her fingers with yours in pure ecstasy.
A potion?
Dantelon is up the stairs, and he's hung blooms beside the door. His coffers are waiting too.
Cooking?
You just want to go into the velvety accent, don't you?
Welcome to Danthilon's dancing axe. Our stock isn't used,
It's tried and tested by the finest adventurers.
Greetings, sir. Your noble bearing brings a little class to my humble...
Oh, you can turn off the charm, Entharl. He's with me.
Blueberries. Thought I had a sale. You look tired, Harper.
I missed you too. They're already here?
Down below. Here's the key. You seem a nice sort, so I'll assume the insult was accidental.
Entharl's no Harper, and claims no love for those who are. But he's been known to shelter us when we need it.
Entharl has been known to charge rent. Harpers have been known to ignore him. Now go on. The short father may send me an actual paying customer today. To buy? You're already my favorite.
This is pretty good.
A pleasure. Jaheira needs more friends like you. Right, Sonny. You're on the door till our friends are gone. God, we didn't do any business today.
Hi, Harper. May Seluna's tears shine on this meeting.
A very formal greeting, Geraldus. You are well?
Yes. Standing beneath Seluna's tears.
The lad's a little nervous, Jaheira. We heard of your great victory against Ketheric.
Geraldus isn't nervous. He's terrified. And he's using Seluna's tears as some kind of code.
I understand, Geraldus. Take a moment. And you, Harper. There is something familiar about you. Doesn't she remind you of our old friend Marcus?
Jaheira's meaning is clear. Marcus was a traitor laying a trap. The same, it seems, is happening here.
The problem with Marcus, of course. We didn't end on the best of terms.
Let's have a little fun.
Find a route.
It is already over.
Every corner of this city is infested with orange shifters. Did I get it right?
Seluna's tears. It is said no false face can stand beneath their light. An old code, Harper. But yes, you got it right. Now I need your report.
We had eyes on suspected cultists in the city, like you asked. We thought we were tracking them, but...
They were tracking you instead, evidently. Doppelgangers.
And they're not just working with the cult, High Harper. They're part of it. Ballists, I think.
Sworn to Orin the Red, yes. We've already had the pleasure. Go on.
Everything seemed fine until your latest orders. Until we started to search for the Rashomon. They struck the same night. I woke to one of them strangling Kelvin, while smiling at me out of her face. She said... It said... that I'd report back to you as normal. Lure you here, and... I had no choice!
I'm sure it felt that way, Geraldus. The others were likely dragged back to Orin. Tortured. Sacrificed. I do not expect you to die for me. But to risk Entharl, any citizen who might have wandered in, there is always a choice. And the Harper must be able to make the hard ones. Perhaps this isn't the life for you after all, Geraldus.
No, Jaheira! High Harper, please! I'm still a Harper. I want to help!
You've scarcely signed up, boy. And there is a war coming. Why die a Harper, when you could still live as anything else?
I want to fight. For Kelvin. For all of them. So it means something.
Death is death. To look for meaning in it is foolishness, boy. Childish storybook nonsense. Exactly the kind that Harper would spout, I suppose. Fine. I have no right to make the choice for you. Not when this mess is of my making. I sent the Harpers hunting after the cult, without thinking what it would mean to be hunted in turn. Now they are compromised. And if not for you, I wouldn't even know it. I'm sorry, Geraldus. Harper. And I owe you an apology as well. I haven't told you everything I hope to learn here today. First, Geraldus, you're the last Harper in the city I can rely on. Lay low and rest while you can. I have matters to discuss with my friend here. I have not been overly generous with the truth. I came here to learn of the Chosen, true enough. But I set my Harper searching for someone else, too. Tell me, what do you know of a man named Minsk of Rashomon?
Oh my god! Minsk!
A hero of Baldur's Gate who fought alongside Jaheira during the time of troubles. Minsk is a legend.
I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick.
Why am I not surprised that young Will was well fed on folk tales? Street whalers spin stories from the time of troubles, and they save the strangest ones for Minsk. It happens that in his case, most of them are true. Minsk is an old friend. Perhaps my oldest. We've fought at one another's backs times beyond counting. And the last time I saw him, I left him to die. There always is. But that is still the fundamental fact of it. Before we ever heard of this Absolute, we received word of a gathering in the Undercity. What we found was the first dark seed of this plot. A circle of cultists with mind flayers in their midst. We might have ended it there, cut off at the root, but before I could send for help, Minsk charged in alone. It was chaos. He was overrun, dragged down beneath a mass of tentacles. I had a choice. Stay and let word of this cult die with us, or leave him and live to fight another day. The world takes much from those who presume to defend it. But sometimes, you get to take it back. So don't be sorry, because I mean to use you, if you're willing. Infection, indoctrination, eradication. That has been the fate of everyone the cult has captured so far. But it has not been yours. With your help, perhaps it need not be Minsk's either. As simply as that? For no other reason than that I asked? Perhaps you two will get along. Oh, the point is moot without the means to find him. Without the Harpers, we shall have to find another path. I'll have a better idea of what that is once we're through the gates. Seems I need to reacquaint myself with this damned city.
Shapeshifters in the Harpers. My dad always admired their mission. Said they gave up their entire lives so we could live safely and asked for nothing in return. We'll rout them, right? For the city and for Dad.
So much for the cavalry riding to our rescue. This is what we get for putting our faith in a network of spies, I suppose.
Watch your back.
Ready and waiting. Well, certainly waiting.
Come on, let's go.
Sharp as ever. And I'm off. Easy enough. Easy enough.
You know, with my parents, remember?
Sure, why not?
What? By the Morden Sammel's curlies went on down there. Of course they bloody did. Clear out then. I'm guessing I have some tidying to do before the steel watch squeals by. plenty. But I'll bend Jahira's pointy old ears when all of this is done. She'll owe me a whole cask of drinks by then.
Did you get to look at their gyrometics? Or their targeting modules? Let the man breathe. That watcher sent him flying. Did you see how far that watcher threw me? Must have been 10 legs. You absolutely killed it. You madman.
Every substance has been tried and
Yes,
tested.
darling,
How
it's
else was I
very
supposed to see the rockets?
leather-like.
Calms, Garms.
In a word,
We're shopping for a squeeze.
Over here!
Remember?
This armor was such a bar. Put him up! Put him up! Wait! I wasn't really gonna fight you. I was just trying something out. My name's Narber, adventurer to be, soon to be the best adventurer anyone's ever seen. As soon as I figure out what kind of adventurer I want to be. What do you think? Can I be a fighter? Whew! I was hoping you'd say that. To tell you the truth, I don't actually like hurting people very much, or getting hurt. It's a good job I ran into you.
Okay.
Oh, stranger. Thanks for stopping by Calm's Garms. I'm Calm. Well, Carmen. What can I do you for? Sounds good. Get you something a bit fresher than your current outfit. Remember.
Am I just like topless then? Damn. Alright, sure. Or have very, very confident will.
To meet my mother and father.
You're absolutely sure?
my good man, we can get in every substance has been tried.
Don't you two have rocks for brains? You are safe, my love. I'm here. I won't let anything happen. I am not going in.
All right.
Yes? There might be, but it's not a path I tread until we must. Let it wait until the city proper. Perhaps I'll have had a better idea by then.
You're sure?
Later, then. I tell you not to get in trouble, but I suspect it will find you whether you like it or not.
Orin be damned. Her bloody fingerprints are all over this city. It is done.
Yeah, hey, buddy. We are so close. 52 experience we need to level up. Oh yeah, I am really happy we don't have to like balance XP. It's very nice.
The librarian does this thing
Also
with
has
her wit by on all fours and staying in a
A weary traveller, battered and bruised, you come for sustenance, no decadence. A mien cool as ice, yet eyes burning hot. Oh yes, I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip, she gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you? Am I? Your eyes tell a story, sweeting. You crave more than pleasure, you crave penance. It's Fion you seek, our stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas. Your penance must wait. Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin.
Damn, Hoots! That new batch burns stronger than a pit fiend's fist.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Take it however you want. But I'll be having my usual from now on.
Something's off about this one. On your guard.
Oh. It's Raphael's favorite misadventurer. You've put me out of pocket, you know. Raphael bet me 5 soul coins you'd reach the city in one piece. He rented a room upstairs in the hope that you'd drop by. Ah, I forget we've never met. I've had my eyes and ears on you so long we feel like old friends. Carilla is my name. I'm Raphael's assistant, shall we say. Take your time. Have a drink. Sample the goods. Go see him when you're feeling refreshed.
Yeah, so you can sleep with the with some of the escorts here, or specifically the drow. You can. They're right there. And depending on who you're romancing, some of them are for it and some of them are against it. Karlak isn't exactly against it, but she's not really happy about it either. I believe Astarion hates it, Lae'zel doesn't like it. I think Shadowheart joins in, I don't remember though.
You're looking parched, sweetheart. Another tankard?
Else, darling. Another sip and I'm like to spill over. But other hankering for spicier flavors. How about you give me a taste? What'd you say, doll? Have a sit on my lap. Let's see what pops up.
Darling, how you set me a quiver. You are a beast among men. No, a dragon, setting my phoenix nest aflame. I shall slake your thirst, dragon. You will part your lips and drink of my essence.
Oh, I will drink your essence.
Hoots, order up! Another tankard for the fist.
You can stare as much as you like.
Enjoy the fiddling. Throw a few coins our way and let us play on into the night.
My. I can tell you are a special one from a single glance.
You have but to ask, and we can grant you a moment of pleasure. Don't be shy.
Boop.
The two men bark softly to each other. A single name reaches your ears. Nine Fingers. It's a name you know. Nine Fingers is the head of the Guild, a criminal organization operating inside Baldur's Gate.
Another case closed, another bottle open. Huzzah to Valeria! Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something. Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? Ugh, I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found? That doesn't make sense. Why would this dwarf kill Father Lorgan? I need something more than vague allegations. I want something compelling, hard, tangible evidence, and nothing less. That's quite the discovery. Doesn't tell me everything, though. Why was Lorgan killed? No. I want proof. If someone else killed Lorgan, I want you to tell me why they did it. Come back when you've got some real evidence.
Ugh, stupid flying elephant thing.
Teresa's caress isn't just about wetting your whistle.
Is there any...
You must hear me, devil. I will do whatever it takes, give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it, and you never will.
The Kithrak? What deal would he make with this devil?
You must help me, Raphael, for the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Lae'zel, Talak Magir. The devil holds the key to freeing the Gith people. Right here, right now. You could seal our fate. Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
Wouldn't that be exquisite? But no. I'm afraid the tadpole is still there. But I did shut out your other visitor for a while, so we can enjoy some privacy. The Illithid can't hear us.
Huh. What's the catch?
Oh, come. It's the reason you're in this predicament. And I'm your only way out of it. Indulge me, and at least hear me out. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far. But no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you, and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. Very perceptive. Yes. I can give you the means to break him free.
Speak, devil. We're listening.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now. Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return.
There it is. Of course.
I'm not asking you to bargain. I'm asking you to save your soul. I want the crown that dominates the Elder Brain. And you, Lae'zel of Kalir, want to free the Forgotten Prince, do you not?
I want nothing more.
Then it is settled, is it not? A crown for a hammer. A bargain of a lifetime, Lae'zel of Kalir. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Karsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting, and Karsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Karsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me.
Zariel wouldn't like that much. But even I'm not so desperate to spite her I'd put the hells in this bastard's hands.
I am no mortal, and I do not fail. The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years. For a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play. Yes, it does. Especially when I see what a bloody mess they've made of their whole scheme. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Carsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
Skvar! We should do as the devil asks. The Prince of the Comet must rise again.
I won't stop you. But time is running out. So don't stay away for long. If you see reason, I'll be here, waiting. Right up to the moment the world ends.
The means to loosing the Prince of the Comet was within our grasp, and you refused it. Why? I wanted to follow the open valley, the easy way out. You chose the brambled path. I'm annoyed by it. And I admire you for it. We must speak with Voss. Then we find our way to Raphael's House of Hope. We'll take the Orphic Hammer and use it to smash the True Heir's bonds. Yisk Githkar Chafki Krashet. The Githyanki will be free.
There you are. I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts. Raphael. Well, thank you for your honesty. Of course, I should have known the devil would come sniffing. The stench of impending chaos is irresistible to them. And what did he want with you? Very gumptious of him. What were the terms of this deal? Tell me, you turned him down. Good. I am glad. But be careful. The devil is like a cockroach. No matter what you do to it, it will always come back. I doubt this will be the last time you are approached. I trust that you will continue to remember who is really on your side. Without my protection, you cannot defeat the Elder Brain. You cannot even get close to it, no matter what the devil whispers in your ear.
For a skeleton king.
What were you thinking?
What am I needed?
I'm not going inside.
Tell me, am I beautiful?
More than beautiful. You are the aurora stretched across the north skies. You are the golden dunes swept across the Callan. You are the fruit of the forbidden palm, soft on my skin, sweet on my tongue. You are my sin and salvation.
Hello.
Your parasite stirs, and you gaze at the nymph through the flaming fist's hungry eyes. Your muscles shiver with her longing. Your skin burns with her heat.
What's wrong, Jara?
What are you? Wait. I know you.
I don't understand. What's...
Your face. The Absolute has shown me.
Jara, what's going on? Who's this man?
Your head screams in agony. Change has come. Pustules boiling beneath your skin, your bones twisting, your flesh rupturing. And suddenly, silence.
What's happening?
Delicious. Be quick. This is my time. Watch and learn.
Hells. I'd heard tales of mind flayers. Talons sharp as daggers and tentacles yet more fearsome. But no tale did justice to its ethereal beauty. It floats like a butterfly. Its blood shimmers like silver. How could I help it? I don't regret its death. But I marvel that such a work of art could ever live.
Her gaze intensifies. Your breath quickens, and your heart skips a beat.
As am I. My thanks are as bountiful as your courage. Take these. May you have some comfort in bitter times.
Be well. Be beautiful.
Best foot forward.
You two have rocks for brains. What were you thinking?
Shh. Time for a chat.
Going inside.
Voss, friend to the Comet.
Lae'zel of Kalir, warrior of warriors. Tell me you took the Devil's deal. Tell me you will free Gith's heir. I did not come this far for you to turn your back on the First Mother's son.
Githkar Tavkim crashed. You put your trust in me, Voss. I plan to honor it.
Yes, and it seems I have no choice but to trust. There is but one prism, and you are its key. Find a way to retrieve the hammer and free Orpheus from the prism. I will assemble his remaining honor guard and plan our next actions. Together, we will yet free the true heir of Gith's blessed empire. He will free us from Vlaakith and lead our Kithraki against the Geich. Istik, I will wait in the underground. Seek me when you have the hammer in hand. The Prince of the Comet aches for Githyanki liberation more than he abhors Geich. He might seethe when you free him. He might gnash his teeth and slander your name. But he will see reason. I promise you.
You are wasting your time, and mine. Our true enemy is the Elder Brain. Focus your mind there.
You paid Raphael a visit. I want to hear all about it.
That's cool. I want to talk with this cat.
Come to pay your respects to the real lady of the house, I see. What a clever creature you are. It's your lucky day. I am receiving compliments at this time, and you are most welcome to make an offering. Oh, you are quite correct. I consider them one of my finest features. The unwashed rabble who frequent this establishment have much to learn from your deference, and I must suffer their foibles alone. But they do say a burden shared is a burden halved. Can't you hear from here? They're talking about the new top cat in the criminal underbelly. Go and listen for yourself. As for them personally, one never washes and instead douses himself with rose oil, while the other can't hold his drink. The Drow, two of our most popular courtesans. A night with them seems to be rather life-changing, if you can afford it. Of course, they are siblings, but judging from the throngs of clients they draw, most of the city is as disgusting as they are. That's rather a broad topic. We get all sorts here. But there is one frequent visitor whose very presence offends me. He dresses fabulously, but stinks of the hells. Something infernal, to be sure. Abhorrent.
Come here. I'm not going to start an argument. I just want to know why you turned the boss down. Cheeky. We might be in a brothel, but I'm not that kind of guy. You should reconsider, though. The boss might be a devil, but he'll treat you more honestly than anyone else in the city. I'm sure you're right. Between the dictators, the murderers, the guild, and the cult, the city's brimming with goodness. Listen, because I'll only say this once. This fight isn't just about Baldur's Gate, or the Sword Coast, or even Faerun. If the Brain wins, the Illithid Empire returns, and worlds you've never even dreamed of will die. Raphael can stop it. He wants to. And he knows how. You're the key. You always have been. I won't pretend he's an altruist, but he's looked at the balance sheet. No world, no souls. And it's hard to get leverage on an Illithid. They make terrible clients. I doubt it. But even if you do, you won't survive the fight. I'd reconsider if I were you.
Great! We can bond with 10 other people and pray none of them have sticky fingers. 10 loaves of bread. Dancing! I'd recommend...
How late do you want to stay up tonight?
That seems like a lot.
Yes, darling, it's very leather-like. You're shopping for a
Believe you tried to climb up one, you madman!
Remember?
Okay.
Here we go again.
The brain appears to be resisting its masters. It's acting of its own will.
Citizen, you are being accompanied by a malfunctioning steel watcher. Please stand back.
I think you have the wrong hunk of metal.
False. Report your purpose, steel watcher. Why are you following these citizens unbidden? I understand your malfunction. Your unit is a highly outdated model. The Ragnak's casement protecting your metallurgized ice valves is burning well outside the recommended temperature. Please report to the Steelwatch Foundry for dismantling.
Yeah. Hey, Metal Man. If I report to this foundry, can my engine be fixed?
Your make is very obsolete. Repairing your engine would be not only impractical, but impossible. Report to the Steelwatch Foundry for immediate dismantling.
Yeah. Tell me something I don't know. Not sure. Maybe whatever keeps them going is similar to my tin can. Turns out I'm the fucking prototype for these things. I'll dismantle every single one of them.
Any threat to the Steelwatch is a threat to Lord Gortash himself. Please report to the Steelwatch Foundry for immediate dismantling.
Yeah. Anything spicy you can tell me about the old prick?
You will speak of our creator, Lord Enver Gortash, with respect. He is the savior of our city, currently being inducted as the Archduke of Baldur's Gate. You will keep your distance, Steel Watcher. You are malfunctioning. Report to the Steel Watch Foundry for immediate dismantling.
Let's make tracks before this thing gives me the lash of Bane. See you around, soldier.
Sorry, chum, can't let you through. Worms Rock's closed for the day. You having a laugh, devil boy? I know Ravengard, and last I knew, his spawn wasn't sporting those horns. The joke's on you. No entry. That's the end of it. Won't be. You don't look the posh sort. Last door on the right.
Man.
Go on.
I've just been coughing
Make
all
merry.
day.
Lower the gates. Special permission.
I don't think I'm getting sick. Like, I feel something in my throat that I'm trying to get out, like hair or something. But...
Halt! We do not know how you gained entry, but your trespass shall not be punished. Lord Gortash has been expecting you.
The Watcher's presence fades, but another takes its place. Confident, dominant, commanding.
My most esteemed guest, we meet at last. I am Lord Enver Gortash. You are the prison bearer, slayer of the dread General Ketheric Thorm. I welcome you to Baldur's Gate, my city. It already is. Granted, there are a few formalities to complete, but, well, why don't you come and see? Allow me to formally invite you to my inauguration. Make your way to the ceremonial hall.
What's the bastard up to, I wonder?
I can't let it glaze down, it's the He wasn't even there.
Inside. What's this now?
Lord Gortash is expecting you.
If it isn't little Will, straight to your handler. And I didn't even have to whistle. Heard about your father. The Absolute's puppet. A damned travesty, if you ask me. He's upstairs in Worm's Rock, ordaining Gortash as Archduke. A splendid party, I hear. Perfect for crashing. Go on up. We'll talk after.
Lady Alia says the Absolute's army.
Kinspeople, Baldurians, and dearest Duke Ravengard, thank you for joining me on this exceptional day.
It's him. Gortash. This is it. I can practically taste his blood from here.
The tiefling is letting her passions get the better of her. The situation is delicate. Do not be swept up in her emotions.
Fine. I'll wait for now. But that prick Gortash is going to pay.
A moment, please, my friends. An old acquaintance has come to pay her respects. Please, Karlak, come and say a proper hello.
My respects! You're lucky I've agreed not to shove my boot up your...
Ah, how I've missed your colourful turns of phrase. We must catch up just as soon as I've had words with your little friend. As for you, I understand congratulations are in order. Thorm's defeat hasn't gone unnoticed. You're known for who you are and for that netherstone that you carry.
Okay.
The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, not the most thrilling of prospects, but it's a fate that can be avoided. If you and I come to an understanding, together we can still restore authority over the brain.
Of course. Gortash always did have an eye for opportunity.
The likes of you stand to benefit from the likes of me. There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. With Ketheric gone, Orin proved treacherous. Baal's chosen wants the Netherstones for herself. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her. You've met her assassins. Efficient killers, by all accounts. I know you survived previous encounters, but she won't relent. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know, she's tricked you before. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all 3 Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth. I'd like to propose a pact, a divine oath sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my steel watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here. So the three are united once again. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the Absolute. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
Let's be allies, said the viper to the frog.
Your father will do whatever you command him to, like any other subject in our kingdom. What a shame to refuse the power of a god. Perhaps a demonstration of why you need my help will motivate you to make the right decision. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
A doppelganger, hidden among us. Squaw!
Let this be a warning. Orin is the spark in a powder keg. We make an alliance, or the city is made ash. I will give you time to reconsider.
Tread carefully. Remember, you must do what it takes to survive, even if it means striking a deal with the enemy.
Oh, but I most certainly am not. Now, come, be witness, as your father names me the first Archduke of Baldur's Gate. Then allow me to peek it for you.
Your brain twists and stretches under the Watcher's gaze. The pain almost brings you to your knees before fading.
You will follow me, and you will show due respect. Distinguished dukes, patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent? Enver Gortash, the council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the Steel Watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed.
Your father, once the Grand Duke, now a pawn in the Absolute's game. Your infected minds smolder in each other's presence.
My dearest boy, the hells have touched you, but you've come to me, just as Gortash said you would. Father and son, unstoppable generals. Together, we will usher in a new dawn. What is a hero, my son, if not an actor for the greater good? Faerun suffers in darkness. Tyr has abandoned us. Helm's Eye has strayed. But Baldur's Gate will soon burn bright, a beacon to light the heavens. You, Gortash, and I will ignite the final spark, my son. And that is the greatest of goods.
For a brief moment, uncertainty clouds his mind, then dissipates. The astral prism vibrates in concord.
What nonsense is this?
The prism quivers once more. Ravengard falters.
Help me.
Your tadpole seizes. The prism stills. Ravengard's empty eyes meet yours.
As I said, Baldur's Gate will ascend. Torill's first and only grand city.
First comes a vision of terror. The city of Baldur's Gate taken by Lithids. But beyond the terror, there is hope. You see a beaming Ravengard presiding over the sunlit city, applauded by the people. A people at peace.
So, the real man is still in there. Somewhere.
Have we finished then? Help me. Ah, the Black Widow caught you in her web. Floric chose shadow over light. Her betrayal burned deeper than the fires of Avernus. She's been punished for her lies. Don't let her get to you.
Punished? Gods. Don't want to imagine what that entails. Maybe there's still time to find her.
I stilled her tongue. That's the end of the matter.
Within Ravengard's memories, you find Councillor Floric. She is confined in a cell, right here in Worm's Rock.
The sun rises, my boy. My true soul. Are you ready?
So there you have it. Lord Enver Gortash in all his glory. What did you make of him? Not if I get to him first. How could all these people cheer for him like that? Can't they see what a chancer he is? I guess I didn't notice till it was too late either. I wish this city, the people running it, were smarter than me. Gortash isn't their salvation. He's the monster at the gate.
Finally, a leader with some charisma. Ravengard was quite the dullard.
What did I tell you? A momentous occasion. I'm sure you agree. And the drama's not over.
Not by a long shot.
You see, Gortash has had your father relocated.
To the slaughter, the way I hear it.
Your dad's good as dead, pup. And to think, there's no way to save him. Or is there?
I know enough. I'll be in your camp if you want to work something out. such ado about a damned bridge?
I
don't know, dear.
I don't know. The fire started. All we can do is be patient. Come on.
You know what, Lay?
The guard is fast asleep.
Bathed a tendy. Eat all the onions.
What a day. Shall we? Time for discretion. Let's cut a purse. Thank you.
The pride of the gate. Keeping pace.
It's over. He's too far gone. Will, what has become of you? No matter. The city, the future, it's done. The Steel Watch happened. I came seeking allies to our cause. Watchers spotted me, dragged me to Alder's husk, empty as a stare. Your father's a tadpole's puppet, Will. Nothing more. He's spoken accusations. Apostasy, conspiracy, sedition. I'll be executed in 5 dawns. You felt him. Extraordinary. Maybe what is lost can be found. When the people need a miracle, you cannot wait for the gods to answer. Alder's words. I'd almost forgotten. No more sulking. I know what to do. Unlock my cell. Escort me out of Worm's Rock. I'll seek out my connections. When the city streets shatter, you'll want their blades. Hurry.
Just keep your hands to yourself.
Don't linger. Like a wraith. What fun. Over there. Leave no trace.
You were witnessed assaulting someone. You're headed for the cells.
Let's move.
Forever dauntless. Curious. On the victor's path.
Impero.
turn someone inside out.
Put him up. No surrender.
Tormento.
Battle favors the fearless. Two steps at a time. What have we here?
Trust no one. Moving. Easy.
I love this. It's still gonna work. Like, it almost doesn't matter how low I roll.
With heart. Let's see. Keeping pace.
Oh, I could go for a good meal. Marching. Easy as.
God damn it, Carla, you're so fucking strong.
Defender of the people. Heading out.
This is far enough. The way should be clear. I can't thank you enough for getting me out of that damned prison. And for giving me courage when I'd all but run out. When the flames roared loudest, you pulled me to safety. Most would have let me burn. I won't forget it. I will travel to the upper city, find what allies I can. You won't fight the coming battle alone. As long as the city stands, I will stand with it. This is my promise.
I don't relish the idea of your devil visiting our camp, let alone offering us anything resembling a, deal. When the devils start approaching you, you know you're in deep.
A devil will come for her due. Mizora is no different. Whatever it is she comes to offer, Whatever choice you make, someone will suffer. Count on it.
Miss Zora, I take anything she says with a grain of salt. But with her claws as deep in our business as they are, I guess we can't ignore her completely.
Damn, shirtless Will.
Sorore surge, testis esto pacti me. Come, sisters, be my testament. Notum sit in beator.
Notum sit in beator. You've heard of such devils. Sisters of justice. Adjudicators of diabolical contracts and bargains.
Holy fucking hells!
Sisters.
Infernos contractos te vocamus. Infernos contractos te vocamus. Infernos contractos te vocamus.
Your contract, Will. Signed in blood, forged in fire, bound in bone, but not unbreakable. No contract is ended without sacrifice. A cost must be paid. Will Ravengard, a choice is before you. Option 1. I show you the way to your father. I guarantee him no harm except that from you and your allies. And you pledge your soul to me and the Archdevil Zariel in a pact eternal. Option 2. I break your pact, and you are freed from your duty. Your father dies by his enemy's hand, and Baldur's Gate loses its greatest champion. Name your sacrifice.
Bloody Zariel! I won't let her take Will!
Silence, Karlak! Choose. Addendum F. The Absolute must be avenged for the Soulbinder's detention at Moonrise. The Soulbearer retains his gifts until such time as the Absolute is slain.
What do you think, Becca?
So much for the selfless hero. Fiat ita.
Fiat ita. Anima ad beator.
Didn't think you had it in you. Seems my boy's all grown up. And don't go fussing about your father. You made your choice. You knew the terms. You know what? I think I'll stick around. Not Not for the greater good, you understand. Just for the entertainment.
Let's see.
Soldier, my engine. It hurts. I think this might be it. Soon. Things burning hotter than I knew it could. But look, we've just about made it to the city. That'll do me. Let's go protect it. Whatever happens after that is between me and the so-called gods. Bit sweaty, but up for whatever's next. Ugh. Thanks, soldier. Can't wait to be home. Anything that comes after that is extra.
You did the right thing, Will. Your father will die with honor. He will go with the gods. If you sacrificed yourself, you'd be lost forever. He would want this. I'm certain of it. Though I'm also certain I'd like to wring Mazora's neck for what she's put you through. You had no other choice. That's life sometimes, unfair as fuck. But you didn't do this, she did. You only played the hand you were dealt.
Time for a chat.
I did not know Duke Ravengard that well. But I am sure he would not want his son to become slave to Zariel for his sake. But still, I am sorry, Will. It is a hard thing to lose someone and wonder if you might have saved them. No one truly understands the weight of loss until they've worn it a while. There is no shame in sharing the load when you need to.
You gave up your father to have freedom? An understandable decision. Sacrifices must be made, after all. Especially if his fall means your rise.
Hi. It's me, Yenna. You remember me, right? You were really nice to me before, and, my mum hasn't come back yet. She might come later. I don't think she's coming. Could we maybe stay here?
Isn't there a human crest she can join?
Yes! You've got a fire and everything. I can cook really good. Whatever you want. Thank you, thank you.
The devil Mizora has made herself quite at home, hasn't she? Do make her feel as unwelcome as you can. Voss has done his duty. Now, we will do ours. We must find our way to the House of Hope and take the Orphic Hammer. When we next enter the Astral Prism, we will use the hammer to break Orpheus free. Are you sure that's the best course of action? Confirmed. Until then, I remain at the ready.
Little Will's all grown up. I can't wait to see what trouble he gets into. Impossible. My bargain was uncommonly reasonable. A single soul for the return of Baldur's Gate's most beloved duke. A real bargain, I should think. I never thought the legendary Blade of Frontiers would surrender his father for freedom. All that time together, and you still find ways to surprise me. Just because you're not my pet doesn't mean you're not useful. The Absolutists worked a number on me at Moonrise, and you're the best hope I've got at payback. No one crosses the Hell's Children without getting scorched. Oh, you always were an inquisitor. I'd have thought you'd figured by now. Zariel found new use for an old battle axe. The dead three in that bulging brain of theirs are a threat to more than this trifling city, you know. Savor her company. Who's to say when Zariel might change her mind? My mistress can be so capricious. I'm afraid that's not an option. I'm quite stubborn, you see. Take a swing or a stab if you want, but I'll just slip away for a breather. One of the perks of being a half-devil, of course. Why? I'm supplying you with every scrap of your infernal power. I've paid my dues many times over. I tell you what. When the time comes to squish that big baddie of a brain, I'll lend you a hand.
What a hoe.
You sacrificed your own father. I hope freedom from the Pact was worth it. I hope so. So long as I'm willing to stroll right into the Mother Superior's trap, they have no reason to not tell me where to go. If by warm you perhaps mean a flaming arrow, I doubt they'll attack in public. No, I expect they'll point me in the right direction so I can face my prying eyes. Not quite. Above all else, protecting our base of operations in Baldur's Gate was the reason I had to surrender my memories to begin with. Or at least, that's what I was led to believe. We should look for someone to point me in the right direction. Otherwise, we'll have little recourse but to wander the whole city searching. Worm's Crossing is a checkpoint. If I wanted to intercept a new arrival, I'd find somewhere before the bridge, blend in amongst the crowds, and wait. Most people seeking entry to the city will be refugees. I'd look wherever they're gathering.
We must claim the crown of Karsus for ourselves, before anyone else does.
There for the taking.
Hi.
Time and again, your plight reinforces my decision not to pursue the path of a warlock. It's one thing to make such a sacrifice in the pursuit of such a pact, but to do so in order to escape one. Truly, it leaves you with nothing.
With pleasure. Lead on.
You made a hard choice, Will. But not one that is unknown in nature. At times, a seedling must strangle the very tree that bore it, if it is to survive. I have. He speaks to me during my nightly meditations. He is well, and Oliver also. At times they are one, and at others they divide. Easier for playing, perhaps. And the land thrives also. I doubt you would recognize it. Perhaps one day, you and I can both return and see it for ourselves.
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients, and I'm gonna make something really good, I promise.
I'm just a cat. Please, talk to Yenna. I don't like talking. Yenna is my best friend. She's kind. Help her, not me. Nothing good, I don't think. She was so very sick. Maybe she made like a cat and went off to spend her last life. Please don't.
Don't mind me, Emperor. I'm just shirtless.
How did you? Oh, it's you. I must have let my mind wander. Enough for you to wander in. Forgive me. I am drained. Ever since you killed Ketheric and took his netherstone, the Chosen's control of the brain has been brittle. It's rebelling against Orin and Gortash, fiercely. I suspected that when we took Ketheric's stone, the brain would begin to break free. Those brain quakes confirm that my suspicion was correct. I do not know what happens now when it receives their orders, and I do not dare guess.
You feel the Emperor's fear as if it were your own. An elder brain enslaved is one thing. An elder brain unleashed will be the end of everything.
Beautiful, isn't it? The mighty Prince Orpheus, contained in submissive slumber. Come. You may as well sit a while, now that you are here. Your company isn't unwelcome. An accurate summary. I have found myself distracted of late. I'm haunted by memories. They are relentless. I can think of nothing. No one else. Indeed. Duke Stelmane, or as I knew her, Belin, when she was alive. You thought you were my first ally. Far from it. I have long sought the allyship of others. It is the only way to succeed. Though my relationship with Belin was different from my relationship with you. In a way, but not the way you're thinking of. In life, she was my business partner, back when we ran the Knights of the Shield. A difficult task for a mind flayer. Duke Stelmane trusted me, and the city trusted her. I concede the plot, but Belin took center stage. It was she who met with the merchants, politicians, and patriarchs. It was she who negotiated deals and signed off on agreements. Her rooms played host to the most important conversations in the city. Together, we brought order to chaos. At its height, everything that happened in that city went through the shield. Through us. I could not have done any of it without her. Just as I cannot do any of this without you. But now, she is gone. I appreciate your understanding. What I feel is deeper than superficial cures can reach. And not entirely unwelcome. Most people think that mind flayers are soulless husks who feel nothing. I am glad you are not most people. Another quake. The brain is rebelling again. I need to focus. And so do you.
Alright, what do you say we call it here?